The majority of the time, and the place I am meant to write, is my office. So I've got lots of my favourite things around me, pictures of people that I love, and happy quotes, and nice little things. And then behind me is a loads of books. Actually that was what I did with my first ever big advance, well, first ever paycheck really. I got these bookshelves made, book unit. So I made myself a little library, so it makes me smile every time I see it. Oh yes! McFly, you know, that great band, I might be married to one of them, wrote a song called Love Is Easy, and I love the song, and I think that's one of the things that love should be easy, and it shouldn't be complicated. So that song is in the beginning of the book, which my husband kindly let me use. So that would definitely be part of the soundtrack. I'd obviously also have Casey and JoJo's All My Life. I just think it's an amazing song, and if you haven't heard it for a while, just go on YouTube and listen to it, because it will just transport you back to just an amazing time. It's amazing. It's an amazing song. And also Hanson's Mbop, which should have the same effect on you, in the fact that it takes you to a different time, but you will be bouncing around. And also, I put the Kooks in there, You Don't Love Me the Way That I Love You, or whatever it's called, but those are the main lyrics. Yeah, I think they'd be my top 4 on the soundtrack. Well, it has younger characters, but then they turn out older. But yes, I would say it is more grown up. It's a lot more saucy, this one. I'm a bit worried about my dad reading it. But he did text me, and because I said, you know, I'm a little bit worried. I think I put on Facebook when I was writing one scene, and I kept getting the giggles when I was writing it, because I kept thinking, my dad's going to read this, and how inappropriate it was. So he texted me, and he was like, look, I've seen it all before. You know, he's not a saint, so I'm sure it's fine. It's just knowing that my dad's reading it. But anyway, yes, it's saucier, it's more grown up, but not in a way that's out of context. It's purely, it follows these 3 people and what they go through. So nothing's in there just to be crass or just to be overtly sexual. It just is feeling and all romantic and loving. I'm going for option C. I would say I'm more like Ben. I'd say like a complete character, I'd say, because I think there's bits of Maddie and there's bits of Sophie that are parts of me, and I think any writer, any like character that you write from their point of view, it's going to have a hint of you in there. It's got to. You are their voice, and I think that's the same with acting and everything. Whatever you do, there's always an element of you in there. But I would say Ben is the character that's most like me. He's a dreamer, he's a thinker, and he's a hopeless romantic, which I think I am. I had quite a few. Like I loved all the Secret 7 and the Famous 5 and everything like that, and anything that was an all-girl boarding school I loved. But Judy Blume, I just think was fantastic, and she has a lot to answer for, really. I spent a lot of my teenage years in front of my mirror with my friends going, I must increase my bust. And it never worked, actually. So I'd just like to put that out there right now. That never worked, Judy. It didn't work. But it was great fun. So that's from Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, which was amazing. But she also wrote a book called Forever, which was very rude, very saucy, and had us girls gossiping and laughing for quite some time because a man names his hoo-ha. Called Ralph, in case you didn't know. Or is the character called Ralph? No, I'm sure he's... yeah, whatever.